gentlemen, boys and girls, children. Good morning. My name is James. That is Nhật, Phong, An, and Hương, and we are here today to convince the guy to give us money for our very big project, a huge one, extremely big. So, our non-government organization. Name is Médecins Sans Frontières. It's a French organization. Translated to English is Doctors Without Borders. Let's just call it MSF. So what MSF is one of the world's leading independent organizations for medical humanitarian aid. So our mission statement is to give quality and very good medical care to the people who got caught in crisis, regardless their race, their religion, and their political view. So every day, more than 300,000 of our staff, field staff, provide assistance to people all around the world. Anyway, our organization is formed in 1971 by a group of doctors and journalists. So we aim to establish an independent organization focused on emergency and medicine and speaking out for the cause of human suffering. We also have 4 humanitarian principles of medical ethics, which are justice, non-maleficence, autonomy, and beneficence. Yeah, moving on.
Hi. Next, I will present you the very first 5 operational centers of MSF. So as you can see, the first 5 were Amsterdam, Athens, Brussels, Paris, and Geneva in Switzerland, in which the internal council meetings are held every year. And this is Miss Joanna Liu, the recent president of MSF. So in the last 45 years, MSF has held for about 384 projects all over 17 countries in the world. So as you can see here, it's also held for 100,000 staff, in which provide 63 countries according to the data in 2015 with medical services. So as you can see in this pie chart, the project location of MSF provide a lot in Africa, stand for the majority, which is 63%, followed by Asia and Middle East for 40% and 12% respectively. So let's take a look in why do these area receive so much aid from MSF. So as you can see, Africa is very famous for its poverty and its consequences, as well as all the epidemic disease such as Ebola or Zika. However, the most significant and as the biggest challenge of MSF is the HIV/AIDS as a global #1 dangerous disease. So MSF has begun treating people living with HIV in the 1990s and it now operates HIV/AIDS projects in 32 countries all around the world, which in Africa for 20 countries. So in Asia, MSF has provided so many help for emergency situation after the natural diseases. So in these pictures are the current emergency case when MSF provide people with help in Philippines, Taiwan, and Indonesia. So as you can see, in this recent year in the Middle East, NFSF also provide help with to against the terrorism. So they have to stand as a neutral position to provide help. So there were many MSF hospital were helped to like help the citizens out of the injuries of the terrorism.
And right now we are launching one of our biggest campaigns for Africa. It's called Access to Medicines. As you all have noticed, today's the world, one third of the world population have lack access to essential medicines, and mostly it is in Africa. And with that, right now there are many diseases are happening in Africa too, and it's very dangerous, such as Zika, Ebola, malaria, HIV. So the mission of this campaign in short term we will supply all the country with effect by these disease with essential medicines, and it is across Africa. So this is a very big project that we are campaign that we are working on, and also for HIV is one of the Africa's biggest problem and also disease right now. This is we in long term we want to put a stop to HIV, and in long term we will funding government for open class to teaching teaching citizens about the dangers of this disease, and for another long-term project, as you can see, Zika, Ebola, malaria is infectious disease and is caused by one animal, mosquito. So we want to open class, and also we always open class and provide prevent measurements for governments to stop these infection disease.
Okay, thank you. And this is my part. Move on to the next part. We are talk to you about the income, and I very like it. You can see this is the pie chart. We did the research, collected, and we analyze it. This is the figure in 2015. You can see that the percent of the private is the private donate is 89%. Yeah, thank you. And why the promotion of the public institutional of donate is 9%, and the other is 2%. We have more than 5,700,000 people around the world become our private donors. And in 2015, the total income resource of 144 million euros, euros. And if you worry about you don't know about where your money is spent, I'm sure that you don't worry about that because we have a strict guidelines about how we use your money, and we run a very efficient and economy organization. And next part we will welcome from to talk about where our investment.
Thank you, Hương. Guys, as you can see, you heard a lot about our work, our help to other countries, and how about our problems. Well, I will show you. The first thing that we must be sure that we can participate in helping people who are struggling for their right. And the second one is that we can easily be affected by infectious diseases like HIV or Zika. And the last one, and is the most important one, is we are cured. As you can see, in October the 3rd, 2015, at Kunduz Hospital, an airstrike had happened by U.S. Army, and at least 14 staff of our hospital are dead. Here are some pictures. The guys are, yeah, as you can see. Here are the list of 14 MSF colleges who dead. Yeah. And so many problems has happened with us, but we are in lack of money. Yeah. Each year we each year we spend a lot of money on medical aid and paying tax for our staff. And the second one is the safety. We don't have enough safety to move to other countries and help them.
And then we'll talk to you about the next part.
So, as a charity organization, we want to convince you that we want you to see that Africa right now are in very dangerous. There are many conflicts in Africa, and many deadly disease right now are happening in Africa too. It's like Zika and Ebola. Is two of the hardest disease in Africa right now. As the Three Musketeers says, all for one and one for all. So Africa is in needs for your help. So please don't support us with all your help. Or if you don't have time, you can donate money so that we can help poor people in Africa. Thank you for listening.